Hello everyone, I'm Anuj Jaggi and I'm a legal intern with LEXIS and Company, and the topic for today's video presentation is minors agreement. So first of all, who is a minor? And the answer to this question is given under section 3 of the Indian Majority Act 1875, which says who has not completed the age of 18 years except when a guardian of a minor's person or property is appointed by the court, and second, when a minor's property has passed under the superintendence of the court of wards. In these two exceptional cases, a person becomes major after the completion of 21 years of age. Further moving ahead, the nature of minors agreement. The Act does not specifically says that the minors agreement is void. Section 68 confers quasi-contracts or quasi-contractual right on the supplier of necessaries to a person applicable of entering into a contract. Further, let's move ahead. Under the English law or under the common law, an infant's contract is generally not void but voidable at his option if it appears to the court to be for his benefit. It may be binding and especially so if the contract is for necessaries. Common law has treated minors' contracts voidable at the option of the minor. These have been divided into basically two types, which is the first one is positive voidable contracts where the minor acquired interest of permanent or continuous nature, namely land, shares, etc., and the second being the other termed as the negative voidable contract where not binding on the minor unless he ratified them after attaining majority. So no person is competent to contract who is not at the age of who is not major according to the law to which he is subject, and in other words, a minor is not competent to contract. Firstly, either that a minor is absolutely incompetent to contract. A minor is completely incompetent to contract, in which case his agreement is void, or that he is incompetent, and only in that sense will he be not liable on the contract though the other party is, in which case there exists a voidable contract. And if the agreement is void, the minor can neither sue or not be sued, and the contract is not capable of ratification in any manner. Under the landmark judgment or under the landmark case of the Mohri Bibi versus Dharam Das Ghosh, whose facts I'll tell you short facts of it, which were the plaintiff or the plaintiff respondent, the plaintiff Dharmo Das Ghosh, while he was a minor, mortgaged his property in favor of the defendant Brahmodat, who was a money lender, to secure a loan of rupees 20,000. Before the execution of the mortgage, a notice was issued on behalf of D's mother to P about the fact of D's minority. At the time of transaction, the attorney of the defendant was fully aware that the plaintiff was incompetent to contract with his and the court granted relief to the plaintiff, and further an appeal was filed, but the same was dismissed by the appellate court. After this appeal, Brahmodat died, and appeal was filed in the Kolkata High Court by his executors, and the issue being whether the mortgage was void and whether the plaintiff should return the money received by him under such kind of mortgage. So the contentions of the defendant or the appellant and the moneylender that they did not know he was a minor. The defendant, amongst the other points, contended that the plaintiff had fraudulently misrepresented his age and therefore no relief should be given to him. The plaintiff had falsely misrepresented his age, and the law of estoppel should apply against him, and he should not be allowed to contend that he was a minor. If the plaintiff's claim to order the cancellation of a mortgage is allowed, the plaintiff should be asked to refund the loan taken by him. According to section 64 and 65 of the Indian Contract Act. So this was the concept of minors agreement and the landmark judgment under Mohri Bibi case, and I hope I was able to give you a short idea about what the concept is. And if you have any kind of question or doubts, please feel free to ask me. Thank you.